This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by GoToMeeting. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of what should be What's the Apps? Actually, we're toying with a new show idea, and we need your help deciding if you like it. On What's the Apps, we feature one of the latest and greatest apps from the mobile world, whether it's tablet or phone, on a variety of operating systems. We've done that pretty successfully for about a year and a half. John Quach steered that ship and did a wonderful job. I stepped into his app reviewing shoes. I'm a bit more loud, vocal, and opinionated, so I want to sort of share those opinions with you guys. We're going to try a new segment here on Revision 3 called Rettinger's Rants. You guys tell me if you like this instead of What's the Apps, or want to see What's the Apps come back. You let us know, and we'll sort of figure out what works out best. On this episode of Rettinger's Rants, the very first one, we're going to talk about fanboys. If you haven't read an article that mentions Apple, that mentions Android, that mentions really anything that has to do with those two companies, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get started. So being a tech journalist, we cover a wide variety of mobile operating systems, but the main two that we talk about is Apple's iOS and Google's Android. So we hear a lot of fervor and power and anger about those two. And quite frankly, I just don't get it. If we go ahead and write a post talking about Apple getting ready to release an iPhone 5, the comment section is immediately filled with people swearing, screaming, and shooting all kinds of hate at each other. Hate that I just don't get. Same is true on the other side, though. We talk about a new Android phone. 90% of the comments are people just screaming at each other. Why hate each other? Why base your identity or sense of worth on a mobile operating system? So I went back and thought, why did this happen? I realized it might have been a who shot first scenario. Those of you Star Wars fans, you might get that. People feel that their operating systems have been attacked from the other side. So if you're an iOS user, you might feel like Android's always attacking you. If you're an Android user, you might feel like iOS users are always attacking you. Why does that have to be the case? Why can't we have some sort of peace declared and realize that iOS is good for some people, Android's good for some people, one is good for one, one's good for the other, what's good for you might not be good for me. Why does it matter? And it really filters down to the work that we do. If I'm reviewing an Android device and I like a feature on it, and I think that, hey, the screen is beautiful, immediately, you're an Android fanboy. Or if I'm reviewing an Apple device and I like the way iMessages, for example, are integrated in there, immediately I'm an Apple fanboy. It's really hard for tech journalists to win, and unfortunately it's starting to influence the way a lot of people do their reviews. They try and keep everybody so off guard so they don't get all the hate come back. Fortunately, we've been doing this long enough at Techno Buffalo. Quite frankly, we're used to the hate. But folks out there that might not be used to it, don't have skin as thick as mine, or maybe yours, it can be really hard to get into the tech reviewing game because you mention anything about these, people just come at you. And I want to know why. If I like a Snickers bar, I walk into a 7-Eleven, I buy a Snickers, I don't expect someone to yell at me for not buying a Milky Way or call me a Snickers fanboy. I think that both operating systems are good. They can be used for various things, but they're not always good for everybody. And yes, clearly both have been influenced by each other. To say Apple was influenced by Android or Android was influenced by Apple would be foolish. At the end of the day, we win. The consumers win. Those folks that are buying phones win. The more Apple, the more Google go head-to-head with each other, the better their products are going to be, the better the operating systems are going to be, the better the handsets are going to be. We win. So why the hate? I want to say, why can't we get along? Next time you're thinking about saying something to someone, yelling to something to someone, think about it. What's the advantage? How's it going to help? Is it going to make them feel better, you feel better? Try and belittle someone. It's a good idea for life. Let's just try, shake hands, get along. So you can tell this topic about fanboys gets me ranting and raving and passionate. Let me talk about something else that gets me passionate. GoToMeeting. During the summer, it seems like everyone is on a different schedule, vacation, shorter days, working remotely, etc. So meeting all of your clients and colleagues in person can be impossible. That's why I recommend GoToMeeting with HD Faces. Lets you meet face to face no matter where you are this summer. GoToMeeting by Citrix, it just takes a webcam and a click to collaborate in group HD video. You can even join from an iPad. You can see your attendees eye to eye while collaborating on documents in real time. None of that fake time business. You'll instantly feel connected even if you're thousands of miles away. Take a look at someone, to get back to work. Plus, GoToMeeting is easy to use. iPad users, you just download the free GoToMeeting app and join. Techno Buffalo viewers can try GoToMeeting for free for 30 days. Don't wait. Try it today. Visit GoToMeeting.com, click the Try It Free button, and use a promo code TECHNO. Again, go to GoToMeeting.com, click the Try It Free button, use a promo code TECHNO. You can get it on for 30 days. So thank you everyone for sticking around and watching the first episode of Rettinger's Rants. Do you like this? It's not a scripted series, it's really just what comes right out of my mind hole onto the camera. Something you guys want to see more of? Let us know down below. Something you want to see What's the Apps come back? Let us know down below as well. We can work in 1 week. But I got a lot of opinions on things and I need a platform to share them. So hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Rettinger's Rants. Thank you to our friends at GoToMeeting. I'll see you in the next video.